Alright, so load this one. So it's now 11 a.m. So we have advanced time somewhat. Wasn't the best moment to start writing yet, yeah. That, I'm assuming, is also the same thing. Nothing else in here. Yeah, I don't know who Barbara is. I don't remember who Barbara is. Hey, Fox, welcome. I don't remember who Barbara is. So be ready if I stop replying to comments you put in chat. Be ready to switch over to Twitch, because I don't know if YouTube's going to do its thing again. Don't know who Barbara is. Somebody I'm going to be calling at some point, I assume, right? But I don't know. So we read that last time. Okay. Okay. So I think we're good for now. So somebody told me, without spoiling, like without a lot of spoilers or anything, they told me that I had noticed when I was upstairs, like on the 3rd floor, that the cinder blocks allowed me kind of to interact with them a little bit. And I wasn't sure why. Apparently, I have this that I can use on them. Maybe. Or something. Maybe not. But anyway, I can. This means I can zoom in because I can interact with it. I don't know. Somehow. Anyway. So what all do I have that I can... Let me know if this music is too loud or too quiet still. I've turned it up considerably from last time. With the cinder blocks? I don't know. Something. At some point. But I don't know. I mean, I would assume you don't use a key on it or an envelope. I mean, I would also assume you don't use a knife, but you might use a knife on it. No. Pencil, probably not. Pen, probably even less so than a pencil. Don't want that. Don't use anything with that. That's a stethoscope. Can't use the bar. The bar does, well, at least currently, bar seems to do nothing. I can't imagine doing it. So right now, I don't know if you can do anything with it. I think, though, at one point, we found the bar. And maybe that was, we had zoomed in and found the bar. And now, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else to do with the cinder blocks or not. Apparently, also, I made a small adjustment somewhere. And I don't know what adjustment I made. They didn't say where. They said, you made a small adjustment earlier to something. Now it's different. And I don't know what it was. It was kind of like the... Alright, hang on. This is still too loud for me. Hang on 1 second here. It's hard for me to think when it's that loud. I can't concentrate on what I'm trying to say, on my idea. Okay. Hopefully the volume is still decent for you guys. Last night, some parts were a little hard to hear. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I rely on you guys to let me know if it's too quiet. So just let me know. Because like I said, I've said before, like my Windows volume versus the broadcast volume do not match up. So I can't. We'll go back in. Maybe the music will start up again. And I'll do a comparison and see if it's. Yeah, see, it's still. Okay. Anyway. So I don't know what I had changed, but I'd done something. I'm assuming it's down on the floor below. So there's not a whole lot on this floor to do even. So this is the room that has the safe. This is the room with the masks and pottery. That's my room at the far end of the hall. What is this one again? Oh, this is the upstairs bathroom, right? I think. Yeah. And I don't know if I actually did anything in here or not. I don't remember really finding anything, but maybe. Oops. Nothing in any of these drawers. I also don't know what you might do with this. It doesn't interact right now, at least, so maybe you don't do anything. Can't really go over here or interact over this way. So I guess it's pretty much here. Like kind of this angle. And then that first angle. It looks like that's about it in this room. Just those two positions. So maybe nothing in here. Maybe. Although the interacting isn't really letting me do that, right? If you could grab something, there's usually like a, well, it's not, what's the icon when you can grab it? I don't remember now. Well, when we find something, I'll show you what it looks like. The icon is a little bit different, I believe. Okay. That goes to the kitchen again. Drawer was stuck beyond hope. Maybe not fully. Can I use the knife on it? No, I could have hurt myself. Sorry. That was pointless. Could burn it, maybe. Don't really see anything else. My car key, and this is the key to the front door. Really, and it's stuck. It's not locked. It's stuck. So I would need something to pry it open. Yeah. And I just looked at these paintings. I do something over here, maybe? Vases with African craftsmanship, but it doesn't. Oh, did I? There. You get this grabbing icon when you can do something. Was that? I mean, that doesn't make sense for the keyhole. But I did change that. That was shut, I believe, before. Okay, let's see what else. Examine paintings again. This drawer does open. Tablecloths, napkins. That certainly isn't my thing. It's not your thing. You don't ever use a napkin. Or if you have like barbecue juice or barbecue sauce juice, barbecue sauce like dribbling down from your lip down your chin or something, you're not going to use a napkin. Use your tongue. Your tongue can only reach so far. Just use your hand, and then you've got barbecue sauce in your hand. I guess. Not a very tidy person, if that's the case. Just some useless junk. Generic lamp. Still, it was elegant and tasteful. Yeah. You don't smash it, right? But one of these possibly will be used to get fuel for this. Maybe. This thing is, I don't know that that's true. Maybe I'll just find fuel somewhere, but I don't have fuel currently, is I guess what I'm trying to say. And at some point I will want to get fuel, I assume. A couple of beautiful vases made of shiny glass were standing on the table. Nothing really that way. Let's go over here. Yeah, and there's just a bunch of alcohol up here. Couldn't decide what was more impressive, the incredible collection of books in the study or the amount of booze in the dining room. And that's, JB, my favorite. I wonder why it keeps reminding me of Falling Darkness. JB, huh? I don't know if that's significant or not. I wouldn't normally say, I mean, JB's just a brand, right? But I don't know. When he says it reminds him of Falling Darkness, is like, why? And then nothing here. Don't do anything with these dishes. There's a mark on the table? What, over this way? Or do you mean one of these? This or this one? This one, maybe? Talking about this? I don't know that that's a mark because something's missing. Maybe it is. Could be. I thought this was just some kind of an icon like the people that made the table. But maybe not. Maybe it's more significant than that. I'm not sure. So tonight for dinner so I made basically a thing of lettuce with rice and stuff, and then also a bunch of vegetables like green pepper and stuff. I included some serrano peppers. They're not nearly as spicy as something like a ghost pepper or anything like that, so they weren't like super spicy. They were spicy enough to say, hey, Xexor, serrano peppers were here. So that was nice. Nice and a little caliente. Right, this does you could spin the globe, but otherwise. Is there anything more? Didn't notice that before. The plug is not. This is not plugged in. But it. Oh, maybe it doesn't turn on. Two years in East Africa. Can't really grab anything though there. Look at this stuff again. Maybe something is more significant than it was before. Whoops. Whatever. Ah! I got a lighter for like candles or something. I think. No. What is this? Oh, is that a screwdriver? Hang on. I gotta do this. Looked like a boring tool. Oh. I wonder if I can use this in the lock upstairs. Oh. Missed that the first time through. Okay. Bills and coins, bills and coins. Everyone needs bills and coins. I can tell we're getting like late spring into. We're not into summer yet, but we're definitely like into spring now. My AC comes on sometimes now. Not a lot, but sometimes. Yummy, but without the hot pepper. Fresh cilantro is good. Yeah. Let's see. So it's had. So if you basically just take the base of rice, okay, brown rice, okay, then I took. So I had a cup and a half of brown rice, cooked over 45 minutes, and then drained, and then put that in the bottom of the bowl. Then I had 2 heads of what do you call it? Lettuce, but it's the like loose leaf lettuce, but the purple. I can't remember what you call that. Anyway, it's like got the purple ends. I had that lettuce, 2 heads of that sliced and then dumped on top. This is gonna last me for like probably another couple of days. This particular meal, by the way. That's I made a lot. Then I had 8 stalks of asparagus, so my pea is gonna smell weird. I had a green pepper. I had the serrano peppers. I had celery. Don't know if I put anything else. I don't have any tomatoes right now. I have carrots, but I'm saving those. Those will last a little bit longer in my fridge, so I'm saving those toward the end of the time when I'm starting to run out of fresh food, so that it'd be time to go to the store again or something. What else? That might be it. Anyway, and then I romaine. Yes, I think that's right. But the purple leaf. So they're the two. There's like so they're there's the lettuce that kind of, rather than being like bunched like a head, it's kind of the longer and like almost like fronds almost, or like really long broad leaves. So there's the green, and then there's the one that's green on the base, but then it kind of blends into purple on the top. So that's the kind I got. Yeah. Anyway, so that was, yeah, that was good. It was spicy, like I said, but I like spice, so that was great for me. Oh, I have some sour cream, so I added some sour cream to it as well. I forgot about that. I added sour cream. Not tons, but a little bit. Probably maybe like 3, not the measuring tablespoon, but just like the bigger spoons of your eating spoons. Maybe 3 kind of heaping tablespoons of that, all blended through everything as well. Like I said, this is like I ate maybe, I think it was maybe a third of that whole thing I made tonight. So then tomorrow I'll have another third, then Monday I'll have another third, and then Monday I'll also go through and cook something else for the next 2 or 3 days. Not for all my meals, but for my dinner. So I can't get to the other side of this? I thought I could go to the other side, but apparently not. If I go around, if I go like this, I'm here. I don't get an arrow or a finger to continue forward. I guess it doesn't look like there are drawers on the opposite side, though, so I guess there's no reason except to possibly get to those paper clips. Oh, then there's that drawer, but it's locked. I don't think any of the other stuff I've got will help. Okay. So I guess I don't go to the other side. I was thinking I could, but I guess not. Also not go that way, so I gotta go out this way. And then around the side to get over to this. It's a single wine glass. Just a bunch of uninteresting books. Here he says, pity I could have used a drink. You go to the next room, there's a whole cabinet full of liquor, but he doesn't take a drink. Like, could you really use a drink then? Yeah, right? Sour cream's great. Obviously, it's got an expiration, so I'm using it here and there in stuff as I go along so it doesn't go bad. But I mean, sour cream stays good for a long time. Like, I'll probably be into April before I would need to use it all up. Easily into April, maybe the end of April. I don't know if it goes that long, but at least into the beginning of April at a minimum. I also have cottage cheese, and that doesn't expire. That expires. So cottage cheese usually will expire sooner than sour cream, and that doesn't expire until like April 1st. So I'm pretty sure. Sour cream is fine for a while. All of this is remnants of a previous fire, right? Oh, the stone of the fireplace was cold to the touch. Yeah, I saw that before. That's right. But don't see anything else here right now. Okay, let's back out. There are obviously these candles here, although they're just holders, and I don't know if I really will do anything else with them. Okay. Little drawer wouldn't open. Cigars? No, smoking could kill you, especially when the cigars are decades old. Oh yeah, they're that old. I mean, I don't actually smoke cigars, so I know nothing about how old cigars can be, but I imagine stuff like that, just like anything, would go bad after a certain amount of time. Yep, so that was my meal today. So let's see, what did I have earlier in the day? I had, I had only three, but I had 3 rolls, like dinner rolls, that I cut in half. And I had mixed up a little, because I have this also in my fridge. I mixed up some tuna fish, some mayo with my tuna fish. And then I put tuna fish on each of the 3. And then I also took a slice of sharp cheddar cheese and put it on top. So I had like little mini, like tuna fish and cheese sandwiches. You know, sort of like you do a grilled tuna fish sandwich or something, except it wasn't grilled. It was just, you know, plain or like uncooked. I mean, the rolls are obviously already cooked, but otherwise it's pretty much uncooked. Fireplace had a generous amount of wood in it, and I was relieved to know I could warm the place up in case it got cold. I'm certainly not good at chopping trees. Yeah, but once you burn this, it's gone, and then what are you gonna do? Huh? Not so clever then, are you, buddy? My guess is we don't want to do this yet. We could try and see. The idea was nice, but it wasn't that cold, really. I preferred to save the few matches I had left. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Alright. So we got a candelabra. Another one. A pot that we cannot analyze, apparently. We have that picture. That's... Was that God touching the finger of Adam or something like that? I can't remember what that painting is. Something like that, though. That. And this one was... Right, okay. But at a distance. I've already read this one. Yep. And then this. Looked as if an untidy person enjoyed reading in the living room. I wondered how long that cup of coffee had been sitting there. Yeah, if it still has coffee in it, that's gross. Okay. The goal right now in the game for me is to go over places that I've already gone over and see if there's something I've missed, like that boring tool I found. Is it? I think that sounds fine. Yeah. Limon, so it's like the kind of the, isn't that like the lime flavor? Generic standard lamp, still it was elegant and tasteful. Okay, candelabras. Fancy red clock, which sadly wasn't functioning. Yeah, the ticking is that grandfather clock in the other room. Okay, I don't see anything else there. And we have the piano, of course. Da 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 da. It was all gibberish to me, not a musician, clearly. I always wanted to be a pianist, but eventually found another use for my fingers. Hopefully I didn't overdo it with the serrano peppers. I don't want to be regular. Then have to get up in the middle of the stream or something and be maybe not so great. So lime and lemon together like a blend. That's nice. Rather torn umbrella. No, it's already torn. Do I want to hurt myself? I'm no pyromaniac. Yeah, it seems silly. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I've got right now that I want to do something with on that. Just another ordinary vase. Or vase, if you say it that way. Call somebody, but I don't think I want to do that right now. I don't think I've done enough other stuff to want to. Okay, well let's do this. I think I've mostly got downstairs Maybe not. Probably. Actually, I know for a fact not fully, but got a good huge chunk of it anyway re-explored. Let's see if I can use this over here. Okay, so now I do this and this. After a bit of effort, I managed to knock down the key with the help of the boring tool. Alright, so now grab this again. Remove the piece of paper and notice that the key had gotten stuck behind the door. Whoever said that dumb technique worked. Aw. Really? It was impossible to get the key now. Well, that sucks. It was pointless. Well, I'm probably going to have to break the door down at some point then, I'm guessing. If you can't get the key, then there's that. So, stuff. Let's go back into this room again. Someone's got their truck idling outside. Picking somebody up, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Oh. Always try this. I didn't have this before. I doubt it, but... Yeah, see, it's not changing its color. So I don't actually know that you interact anymore. I think this is just where I had found that previously. Found the bar. Okay. Boring tool. What else? Besides that, what else could I use that for? I don't know. Yeah. Since I had no intention of burning anything just yet, decided to not waste any matches. So there's something apparently at some point I'm going to be... A neat little stove was standing on a plank, yeah. So at some point we'll want to burn stuff. It was just a pile of old bricks. That was pointless. That wasn't useful. I think that's it for now, as far as those go. I don't think I have anything else in my inventory that will work on those. Come back again later. Yeah, there's a saw. I couldn't interact with it. I'll go back, but I'll show you. But it wouldn't let me grab it or anything. So if I get the icon, okay. If I go over here somewhere, it's gonna. There. See, I don't get a hand icon at all. I mean, like a grabbing icon. I have the closed hand means you can't do anything. So I can't actually do anything with the saw right now. Yeah, unfortunately. That's what I thought too when I first saw it. When I first got to that bench, like, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago or whatever, a couple of play sessions ago anyway. I thought, oh, a saw, that'll be, oh, what? Oh. So, yep, unfortunately. Door seemed to be stuck. That's not useful. That was pointless. No, I could hurt myself. I don't see anything else that would potentially work. So that's stuck. Got to get that at some point. Get through here at some point, but I don't. It doesn't say it's locked, right? It says it seems to be stuck. Yeah. So I'll need to find. Just a pile of old bricks. Like I used to know. That I used to know. Yeah, I don't think I can. Here's another crack. Similar to what is up above. I don't know, though. So can't get close enough. Oh, I could use the boring tool maybe on that up above. Let's try that. Nope, not useful. And pointless. And I could hurt myself. All right, so that definitely does not work right now. No, I don't know. I don't know. Oops, hang on. Let's do this again. Oh yeah, it's not underneath. No, there's nothing underneath anymore, at least. I don't remember if there was originally or not, but at least as of now, there's not anything else. Among other things, I still need to get oil. This one? This is called a boring tool, if that's what you're talking about. This one? A boring tool? It's used for, like, effectively like drilling into something almost. You twist it, and it drills a little bit of a hole, basically. Just in case, tried again, but still there was no power. Use this array of random items of every imaginable size and color occupied all the corners of the attic. Yeah. Yep, you can use it to make holes. Shouldn't it start playing at some point? Huh. I don't know. I imagine they're probably not going to work right now. I don't, with the winding, you wouldn't think you'd have to wind it that many times if it was still working. Nothing of interest among those trinkets. Use this array of random items of every imaginable size and color. Yep, same thing as before. Okay. Couldn't see clearly enough to identify the objects in that dark area. That's pretty much everything that's in this trunk. Pile of newspapers was huge. I needed a more specific date to look for. Well, I don't know. I feel like there's something else here. Like, we have this here. We probably need to put something on top, but I don't know what. So there's that. Is a bit of a question right now. I need a lantern with oil so I can look at the darker part over there. That might be everything up here. For now, at least. Oh, no, I need a specific date for looking in the papers there as well. Hey, Monmouth, welcome. Thanks for joining me this evening. Yeah, it's cool. I never remember who I've told this, so just in case, before we get really very far into your watching, I try to do as much as possible with no spoilers. So I try to figure everything out of my own. Now, it will go to a certain point where if it becomes impossible for me to discover new stuff, then obviously, I don't want to just sit on the stream and never get anything accomplished. But I really try hard to do everything myself. So just FYI, going into this, so that you're aware, I would prefer that. So we need a key for there. We need something we want to burn in there for that stove. We need something to interact with the cracks in the wall, both down below. Well, maybe not down below, because it looks like we can't approach it, but up above in the tower. I just went over the stuff in the attic that we want to do. Or find, whatever. Let's see. I don't really know if there's stuff in the bathroom. At some point, we probably will have something in the bathroom we'll want to do, but right now, no. Can't really. We have two places, the closed part and the far part. We can check the drawers, which I have, and I haven't found anything else. Then there are the two towels, and he says that, if the water's working, but it's not. Other than that, nothing really in this upstairs bathroom. This room has the safe behind the painting with a combination I don't know. And that might actually be it. I don't remember what else is in here. I don't think there's anything else in here that we could interact with. We may have picked up some stuff previously, maybe, I don't remember, but I don't think we can do anything else other than the safe in there. This is the room with the masks and the vases from Africa. There are obviously these several paintings here. Let me go back this way to the guest room, my room. Yeah, it's a good style. I like it a lot. Yep, definitely. Okay, so in my luggage we have this. Is this even approaching a date or anything? Not really. It's just a phone number, and it's too many numbers. I think it's too many numbers to be a combination. So maybe that is only for that. Let's see. So if I look at this, does not have any real timestamp on it associating with anything in particular. What else? Okay, so what is the date on this? Just a piece of newspaper I picked up. Okay, well, that's not helpful. This is just the drawings then? I didn't remember if there was anything else. Looks like it's pretty much just the drawings. Excuse me. Remnants of a previous fire. Stone of the fireplace was cold to the touch, much like any other fireplace you've seen in here. Can't get any closer. Doesn't look like there are drawers on that, so but you can't look in the mirror closer or anything up on these. So I guess this is mostly a wash. This just is there. Doesn't really do much. There's this that talks about. Oh well, I can see if there's dates on the diploma. Maybe that. Well, I've already looked at that before, though. So if I've looked at that, and then I go to the newspapers, and it says I need a specific date, this would not correlate with that, right? Because I've already looked at this. Diploma or whatever it is. No, you're right. There are two places. Wait, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 places outside that we have not yet currently been able to access. There's a chapel. There is a crypt or mausoleum or whatever. And then there is a greenhouse. We've not been able to get into any of those 3. That's correct. I actually had thought of going back out there with what we have now and see if any of this other stuff will do anything. I don't know that it will, but we could try it. It's worth trying, seeing what can happen. There's a chain, I believe, on the greenhouse, if I'm remembering the entrance or the doors correctly. Oh, this isn't a greenhouse. There's a greenhouse as well, I think. This is a garage or whatever, I think, actually, though. Wasn't useful. Nope, that doesn't work either. Okay, so I don't know if there's anything else. Because we had... You see, we had this. Last time we came out here, I should say. We had these 2. I think we had this. I know we had this. Pretty sure we had this. This. I think we had this, but I'm not 100%. We had this, I believe, but not the matches. Not really sure if there's anything else to do with it right now. Let's back out this way. Yeah, we went to the front gate to meet the electrician. Still no sign of the electrician, yeah. Even if I wanted to leave, I could not do so on foot. As if this little boring tool is going to get through a gate. It's funny. Yeah. So don't... So that was the garage and my car and the front gate. Okay, so then if we go back out, one more. We have a couple of options. We come over here. This goes to this chapel, which is currently locked. If I try to jimmy it with this or something, that doesn't work. Or this, wiggle this around. No. And I don't think... I was like, maybe wad up the newspaper into the keyhole and then light it on fire. It's probably going to do absolutely nothing, I'm guessing. So this is the chapel, though. Okay. And then, if you go further down... So this is the side of the house. We never get to this side of the house. We always end up going around. But if we go back out here... Here... Now, if we follow this, this goes to the crypt. This goes to the greenhouse? Oh, yeah, the crypt's out the back door. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, this is the greenhouse. That's correct. This is the greenhouse. The rust wouldn't let it open. What if I did this, though? Wasn't useful. Or this? Nope. It was clean enough, even though it's rusted. So I need some solvent of some kind to get farther with this, I think. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, so so that's the greenhouse. So the crypt, like I said, is actually out the back door. Not like I said earlier, but as I just said just a little bit ago. So if we go out this way, there's not a way to go around in this game, like go outside and around to the back. But we'll just go through, basically straight through the rooms and out to the back. So now if we go out to the crypt, or out the back, we can go around. I don't think there's anything here. I already looked previously, at least once or twice. I still could have missed something, but I looked and I didn't see anything to pick up or anything here. Anyway, so you go out this way. You go over here, keep proceeding. And then this is like the follow the yellow brick road to the crypt, basically. Then you get over here. This, see, these are wires. So I feel like you'd need wire cutters, not just... That doesn't do anything. I've done this before, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's pointless. And, like, obviously this is not the kind of cutter you want. You want actual wire cutters or something, I believe. Or unwind the wire suddenly. But if he was just unwinding the wire, he wouldn't say he needs tools to get into the crypt. He'd just unwind the wire, probably, right? Possibly say, I get a little bit loose this time, then I need to do something else, and I get a little bit farther. Kind of a progressive thing. It's possible. But, and that's pretty much the way for the crypt. So, alright, burb. We'll see when you burb. Yep. So those are the outside things, and I still can't get in any of them, it looks like, currently. Firmly stuck in place. That's the thing. Plenty of kitchen utensils in the house ready to be used. Yeah, there are. Yep. Since the U.S., whether it was actually a country yet or not, existed or had people living here, like European people living here, since the 1600s. Well, since the 1400s, technically, but pretty much since the 1500s. Anyway, since they've been here for a long time, whether we were a country yet or not, you have a lot of those cases where somebody was influenced by the architecture they saw in Europe. They go, oh, that looks really great or whatever. And so then they would decide they wanted that for whatever reason. Some of this is yuck, but I thought there was maybe not. Maybe not. It's a nice rustic old-fashioned grinder. I would think I'd have to take this off to put something in, so I can put this down, then I can reuse this and grind, and then it comes out, dumps out in here. There's nothing here right now. But I can't even interact with this, let alone get this and potentially bring it over here to grind. So there will be something I'm supposed to grind, I assume, right? But nothing that I have right now, as far as I could tell. Ugh, excuse me. There's the dark room in the very back of the bathroom, like hanging over the tub. I don't think there's anything else really back there. There is the I don't remember now what all is in this room. This is like another bedroom. The mattress is one he doesn't want to use. He says it's like looks like it'd be unpleasant. Australia, nice. Well, good Sunday morning to you. I hope you all are safe over there. I know you guys closed the border. I believe, if I heard right, you guys closed the borders to your whole country off from all travel, right? So hopefully you guys are safe there. Stay well. Stay isolated if you can. Try to stay away from a lot of contact. The biggest danger right now good. Nice. Yeah. The biggest danger with COVID-19 is how quickly it travels, right? And there aren't enough hospital beds to put people. Only 90. That's good. That's not a lot. Hopefully it stays relatively low. Yeah, the biggest problem is it travels so fast that it spreads and you don't have enough hospital beds to put all the people who might be ill or whatever. That said, it's seeing, yeah, ventilators, yep, and that kind of stuff. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Yep, you know. Yep, so I don't have to tell you. Anyway, so that's you guys just stay safe there. Just be wise and be careful, and you guys will get through it, I think. Central stock. I don't know what you mean by central stock. I think this whole drawer just says a bunch of stuff with um, photography. Like photography looks good or whatever. People like photography. And this is just useless junk, this whole drawer also, I think, if I remember right. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. That's one of the. I mean, there are a lot of advantages for living in a big city, but that's actually one of the dangers of living in a big city like New York or Los Angeles. I would imagine something like Sydney, or Adelaide or something might be in kind of a similar position. If you have too many people in a small area, a couple of things. Number one, you have a lot more people that can get exposed to the virus, right? And then number two, you have all these people in this area. If a lot of them get infected, you don't tend to have huge amounts of things like ventilators. You just have what would get you through normal daily life, maybe some extras, but not tons and tons, right? So this becomes a problem potentially. I live currently in Utah. I came here for a job, and I've been here since. Originally, I'm from near Seattle, which is one of the worst. It's one of the worst, or one of the worst, not worst, not like most bad, but one of the worst, like more bad areas of infection is the Seattle area. That's one of the Seattle and San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York seem to be the really bad places. Especially New York and I think Seattle are probably a couple of the highest. Well, San Francisco is kind of messed up too. I was looking today. I don't know if it changed throughout the day, but I was looking today at stats on COVID-19, and it looked like it had percentage-wise the curve had way flattened out. There, like the number of or not the number of infections. I mean, it had flattened out some too, but the number of fatalities had really kind of stagnated. So initially, there were, I don't know, like it was like 60 something, like 65% of the people who had been infected died initially. It was looked like really bad stats. But now, out of like, now, because it's like something like 22,000 infected in the United States altogether now. And now it's, seriously, it's something like 2 or 3% mortality rate now. 800 in a day? Jeez, that's a lot. Yeah, I was talking about this with my brother. My brother doesn't think, he's like, it just sounds like some spin on it to explain it. I don't think so. The culture in Italy, the people in Italy, my understanding is very close knit. Like, you go and visit family all the time. You go talk to family, go see family, go see family, go see family. And so there are people there who, because they don't, maybe they're asymptomatic, so they may be carrying, but they don't have any symptoms, they'll go visit their grandparents and their parents at like a family gathering, like a family dinner or something. And so it got spread around a lot. Yeah, and Lombardia exactly. Lombardia has a higher aging population as well. That's right. Yeah, and so I was talking to him, and he was like, I'm a little bit liberal, but I'm more like kind of central. Like, I'm not super conservative, I'm not super liberal, I'm kind of middle. My brother is like pretty liberal, and so he was trying to say how he thought it was just all positive spin and stuff, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, nobody really seems to know anything overall. There's like so much conflicting information going around. You can't say for sure anything anyway. But I feel like this might be a case where that actually is legit. I don't know. 28,000 from the flu? Wow. That's like kind of high numbers. Yeah, in the United States, we have like pretty low numbers for the flu. I don't know if it's, I mean, we have, I don't know how our populations compare to Italy, right? We have basically 330 million people in the United States. But I feel like we only have a couple thousand deaths a year from the flu in the United States, something like that. And we have 330 million people. So that's a super low percentage. I don't know what the population of Italy is and how that percentage compares. If that would... Can I do anything with any of this stuff? Burn it? I don't think there's any... Cut it open, but I don't really feel a reason to. It doesn't seem like there's a reason to do that. Also, this isn't lighting up. Yeah, so that wouldn't work. You can't really interact with this. So that's, I guess, it's just a thing to look at. Maybe gives you a clue, but doesn't really... This one... I don't know what of these are clues and what are just interesting, right? Just a bunch of uninteresting books, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like kind of droning, but not in like an annoying way. It's like droning, like a kind of cast a spell on your mind kind of a way. It's, yeah. I love the music. I actually took my headphones off just because I have this, I don't know, I'm not gonna say it's a condition because it's not like a medical thing, I don't think, or anything, but I have this thing where if I'm a little bit tired, I'm not really tired, but if I'm a little bit tired, I'm a little bit, and I have headphones on, I tend to get like kind of warmer in my head, and when my head gets too warm, then I start to fall asleep, and I don't want to fall asleep, obviously, so. Yeah, Victorian Echoes, exactly. Okay, so this is showing me that there is a key here, or was a key here. There's an old picture of the kitchen that I just left. There was a key here, but right now there's nothing. I don't think there's a key on any of these. I was to see if anything like this needed to be different, but I don't know. Okay, so this is lying down. A couple standing up and then another lying down, maybe? Let's see if that ends up being a thing. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing about me. That seems to be the case. Okay, this... Okay, this is the same. This lying down, a couple things in that lying down. There was a key, and then this is missing. What is that? What does that look like again? I think maybe we need to find... Yeah. Yep. Do you know the team that kind of reassembled from this one? So this developer was called Nucleosys, and they kind of broke up not long after. Yeah, there's like a vase like that. Okay, so I need to find a vase that has kind of those stripes. And then maybe break it? I have that bar on me. Possibly. I don't think there's a vase in here. I'm pretty sure now. Let me just open this really fast. But I don't think there's a vase in here. Yeah. Yep, they reformed a few years ago. I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago at least. They reformed into a team. Like if you look on the credits here of people that made up the team in Nucleosys here, One of the guys' names is Agustin Cordes. Or Augustine. I think it's Augustine. Augustine Cordes. And he has gotten some people, I don't know how many, but I think a few people at least, from this original Nucleosys team, plus some other people. And he's currently working on a point-and-click adventure himself. A horror point-and-click adventure. It is called Asylum. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's not yet out, but it's getting, like, it's starting to look really good. Like, preview stuff for it is really starting to look good. It should be, I think, something special. Oh yeah, so Asylum's in your Steam wishlist. Good. Yep. That is the same, that's this, like, a part of this team, but later. Is this the one? No. Nah, I don't know if this is the one. Oh, but it could be that one. No. Okay, so not that. It's also possible if we don't smash it, we might need like a magnet or something, maybe lower something in there to get a. My guess is whatever, if we do end up finding the vase, there'll be a key in it. We just need to get the key out of it somehow. Yeah, it has been. Yep, it's been a slow, steady development process. Part of it is, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, I'm just by way of kind of cause and effect or whatever. Part of it is that my understanding is Augustine Cordes is something of a perfectionist. He wants to make sure it's done just right, just the way he wants. So, but you should, if you haven't already, go to hang on one sec. Let me see. What? Here. That is Senscape. Senscape. So if you haven't already, I would go follow on Twitter Senscape, or at least visit their Twitter account if you don't follow them regularly. They have posted some kind of updated things, like shots of some of the stuff they're working on, and it's looking really nice. Nope. Faux Fox, looks like YouTube chat went down again. Son of a... Almost. Instead of a C at the beginning, do an S. And then you've got it correct. Yep. Or you could follow Augustin Cordes. I think it's just A Cordes, so Acordes. Might be with an underscore, can't remember. Senscape's the easier one to follow. And then you could find his account from there, I think, also. Anyway, yeah, they post regularly, like, kind of the updated images and stuff. It's looking nice. Or if you want to see the most up-to-date stuff I've seen, if you just go to my Twitter, I retweeted their clip showing their stuff. So if you, I don't know if you do already follow me on Twitter, or if it's easier to follow me on Twitter or something, you could always check there too. But yeah, if you go to the Senscape account, they should have that. Let's see. Okay, that's the same as before. So Faux Fox, I don't know if did you see what I was saying about that vase? If we can find the vase, whichever it is, there's probably a key in it. I don't know why I hadn't noticed that before. I think I was focusing on other parts of the photo, and so I hadn't looked for that vase there. I don't know how many vases there are upstairs, though. Oh, yeah, Serena, yeah. Yep, Serena was, yep. It was interesting. I don't know. I haven't played it, but I heard kind of not awesome things about it. I heard they were so-so. But I don't know for sure. I haven't played Serena. I have Serena in my Steam list, actually. I need to play that at some point. Maybe I'll play that on Halloween this year, just so that I am playing it. I don't remember if your name looks familiar, so I think you've been on my stream before. I'm not 100% sure. If you have, I don't remember if I've told you this, but you've not, okay. Somebody else maybe had a similar name. I can't remember. It's been so long. Anyway, if you haven't, so you probably haven't seen then, or probably don't know. So basically every Halloween, I do a 24-hour live stream. This last Halloween got a little bit botched. Oh, okay. This last Halloween got a little bit botched. I won't lie. It really kind of got screwed. With booze. Because for some reason, I did not sleep well leading up to it. So I was struggling with sleep, but also, more than that, my internet actually went down for part of the stream. Supposed to be 24 hours streaming. Yeah, well, when your internet's down, it's kind of hard to stream, unfortunately. So I had I think it was 5 hours or something I could not stream, which sucked. I was actually pretty frustrated, but there's not much you could do about it. I just had to deal with it. Yeah, right. I know. Nice objects of art. I like them. Des objets d'art. Where else are there vases? There's that. There are those. But no. And then on the third floor didn't really have vases, did it? So maybe it is that one I was looking at before. Nothing in either of those two rooms. Nothing over here. It's just paint and junk. And then nothing. Yeah, so it's either on that first floor, that one I was looking at, but I can't do anything with yet, or else it's maybe outside. Yeah, except if it's French, the E would be replaced with an apostrophe, and then they'd be put together as one word. Objet d'art. Because they're French. Yeah. Okay, so... But I don't have something currently to break it. So I need to either find a magnet or a hammer or something. I don't know. I feel like maybe a magnet with fishing line or something, but I'm not sure. Well, let's see. It's back to that drawer where the... Yeah, I know. There, well, yeah. French is such a complicated language. So, of all the different Latin-based languages, right? You have Italian and French and, Spanish and Portuguese and whatnot, right? Of all those different Latin languages, French retains the most bad stuff from Latin, I think, out of all of them. So, for example, where... I don't know. I don't speak all the languages, right? I don't speak Italian. I don't speak Portuguese or Spanish, although I'm familiar with them enough that I think I have an understanding of Portuguese and Spanish. But I don't know about Italian. But French keeps the horrible thing that Latin had, which is like a different declension of your verb. So basically different verb forms that are like really don't need to be verb forms. Like your dog jumped on your lap yesterday and today you ate a bowl of Cheerios, form of the verb. I'm obviously using extreme, unrealistic examples, but you get the idea. Like, nice. Yeah. I'm looking forward to their releasing that. That'll be great. I've already tried some stuff with it. Yeah, you can't interact with this at all. So that, I can do that. Is that? No, I hurt myself. Thought maybe use this as a torch or something. I know we got this, but we need fuel. But no, that didn't do anything. I don't know. All right. Whoops. Let's get out of this. If I can. Yeah, see? So this vase, this key, because it's up here, I'm pretty sure this key fell into this vase. We need to find this vase. And I think that's just out the door and to the right there, but I don't... One, I don't know for sure. You know what I can do? Hang on a second here. Well, maybe not. Thanks, Restream chat. I know you guys, yeah, you guys see it. I got over 100 messages today. Thanks for pointing that out. Oh, learning German. Yeah. German's another one. German, though, honestly, there's a lot about German that is pretty simple, to be perfectly honest. I mean, in comparison to other languages. There are so many languages that are super complex. Latin languages really get annoying. They tend to be kind of terrible. Or not Latin languages. Latin tends to be terrible. And then French also. I don't know. So I'm not anymore. I'm not fluent anymore because it's been way too long since I've used it. But I had 4 years of French. And that doesn't sound, I mean, in high school, it doesn't sound like it's that impressive or whatever because it's high school French and stuff. But I actually got to the point by my 4th year, I was watching movies in French without subtitles and I knew like 90% of what was going on. Everything is shin. Bitteschön, yeah. Everything's clean. Yeah, I know. It's weird that clean means that, but I mean, we have other stuff. We say like, I don't even know. Like boss, that's boss or something, right? We use weird words for stuff too. Yeah, anyway, so at one point I was fluent in French, or like pretty much, like 90%. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, what's clean? That's right. It's not clean, it's beautiful. What's clean? I don't remember. I thought Shin was also clean though. Oh, rein, that's right. Yep, I should have known that. See, I'm rusty, like I said. I know some German words here and there, but I'm not great at it. Anyway, that's kind of I know a lot of a lot of small little words here and there of several languages, but I don't really know enough to do my... Oh! Oh, I could get here now. Oh, I can get closer. Yeah, see, I need to do... I need fuel so I can see in there. Because if I do something like this, there's no... It won't interact with it. So I can't break it. Yeah, I need fuel for the lantern so I can see in there. Pretty sure that's what I need to do. And then I can go down in there. Okay, so now I know that I could zoom in there. So that's good. I didn't realize. Okay, good. Nice. Oh, what if I do that? And now I do this. Maybe I don't need a lantern. Aha! There we go. I'm an idiot. Wow. Xexor, that's sometime you like. I think you smoke crack or something. I know. I'm pretty. Okay, this is now, what is this? Rusty Golden Key. This looks like it goes to a drawer or something. That's stuck, not locked. Where was that upstairs? I'm trying to remember. The side here was not a drawer, I don't think. Maybe it was. I know, right? I know. They were open. I closed them. Then I go back later and I'm like, I can't see inside this. I don't understand what the deal is. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Maybe. Not there. Okay. What other... I think that one's stuck, although I don't remember for sure. We were able to... Oh, no. The far drawer over here was locked, wasn't it? Not there, though. Okay. So that's not a thing. Yeah, this one's just like stuck, not locked. Or maybe it's not even stuck here. I don't remember now. Yeah, it wouldn't open. But it's not locked. So I don't need the key there. Not seeing... There's no drawer over there as far as I know. So nothing in this room. Nothing in there. Is there a drawer over here, maybe? No, it's a table, but there's not a drawer on it, under it. Okay, so I guess we're going back upstairs to the second floor. I don't think there was anything in my room. Maybe. Let's check. Might as well. Just to be thorough. This way. No drawer there. No drawer there. Not there. Or there. These all open. Oh, I didn't. Oh, but can I not get to that? I didn't notice that before. A suitcase down below. But I can't interact with it, apparently. Okay. And then no drawer over there either. Yeah, so not this room that I'm staying in. We could check it, but I'm kind of doubting it's in the mask and hot room. None of these have locks, right? Yeah. And yeah, for these drawers, he just says he doesn't want to go through them. So I think there's nothing in here either. Okay, so where was... Which drawer we want to open? Maybe, yeah. The type of key makes me think it goes to like a drawer in a table or something, but maybe it's something outside. Yeah, it might be to one of the outside buildings. I'm actually not sure. And in fact, there is actually more evidence to support your idea that it goes outside also, right? Because there are three, that one thing that had keys, there were 3 spots. One of them was hanging. Outside, there are 4 buildings. One of them is wired shut, so you wouldn't use a key for that. And then there was... Let's see, which was wired shut? Anyway, yeah. So it might actually be when you do it out. No, they're not in the bathroom. I don't think they're in there. Anyway, okay, so let's go outside. See if there's... Actually, let's just double check in here since I'm in here. Just make sure. Oh, there's also this. This is the basement. Golden key fit nicely into place and unlock the door. There we go. All right, let me put this back on for atmosphere. Okay. Creepy, creepy. Oh, the sound got nice. I like it. British Seagull. The best outboard motor in the world, the water wrote. Okay. 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 It was terribly cold and damp in the basement. Yeah, approaching creepy scenario, that's right. Okay, nothing with this shovel or broom or the barrels. They were just some uninteresting boxes. The atmosphere was dense and claustrophobic. There's more wood down here should I need it. My guess is at whatever point we might need more wood, probably means that there's going to be haunting stuff down here. There's a huge furnace covering most of the east wall. I didn't understand why, but I began to feel terribly uneasy. It had a menacing look to it. He said something about his mind, something, but I hadn't finished reading the other, so I didn't. I clicked. I probably shouldn't have clicked. Crap. I don't remember what it said now. Wait, what? Oh, man. Really? Did I just get a thing again and then I messed it up? God dang it. There's a drain cover in the concrete. Valve was stuck and wouldn't budge. If I do this, that was pointless. Guessing no, but no. Hoped I wouldn't have to push any of those boxes around. Furnace has a menacing look to it. That's an interesting description for a furnace. Don't normally think of furnaces as menacing. That's the same. Appear to be nothing wrong with the fuses. The interior of the furnace was as dark as the mouth of a wolf. In any case, I didn't want to spend too much time near it. Probably. At some point, I imagine I probably need to. I still need to find fuel before I can really do much of anything. I don't know where I'm going to find said fuel. Guess we'll leave for now. I wasn't really finding anything else. Down there's the furnace. So there's the first fuse box. Oh, you open the door, a couple of fuses, they look fine. Next fuse box is already open part way and it looks like there's nothing in it. There's the furnace. Nothing on the furnace was accessible except for that door at the end, I think. And I clicked on the wood and it didn't seem to allow. I could try the paper. That's a good point. I could try the newspaper maybe. I guess it's worth trying. Let's see. Okay, let's get over here. See, but I can't access that wood or this wood. So it would have to be something I could burn maybe on me. If I do this, I can maybe do this. No. This. Not a pyromaniac. Yeah, it doesn't look, as far as I can tell. Yeah, maybe oil, but I need oil. Then if I'm going to do that, exactly. I don't have any oil right now. So I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, keep hunting around, see what else we can find. I've already looked at all these previously. There's nothing in any of these, I don't believe. Yeah, none of those do anything. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? We do still have this key. The key could prove useful elsewhere. What about that room upstairs where we knocked the key on the floor? I wonder. Probably doesn't, but this could fit there. Let's try it and see. Yeah. The only problem I have, right, is I can't interact with the wood. The wood's sitting there in a pile, but it won't let me even look at it, let alone grab it. It's just a fist icon, right? So that's not really conducive to piling it up and then putting it in the furnace. Where was I? Oh, yep. Up one more. Okay, like I said, I doubt it, but it's possible. No. Yep, that doesn't work. I'm guessing it's only to the basement, but you never technically know for sure, right? Until you try. Yeah, so we need a couple of things. I mean, technically, you don't know. There are all those locked things outside. It technically could go with any of those too. To be thorough, I guess we might as well try to go outside and see, right? Might as well. Yeah, and I can't put the newspaper or something in there for starting the fire. This is the one. Yeah, the crypt is the one that's wired. Okay. I can, for some reason, never remember which one was wired shut. Okay, so the crypt is wired. It's very likely will be nothing also outside, but like I said, you never know until you actually do it, right? Okay. The garage has a chain, but it does have a padlock on it. I'm pretty sure this is a no, but yeah, no. Okay. Oops, too far. Yep. Nope. I'm fully expecting to have it not fit any of them, but just to dot all my I's and cross my T's, we're gonna greenhouse. That's rusted. It's not locked, so it's not going to be there. Yeah. I'm assuming we're going to use that torn umbrella at some point. Maybe not. Currently, that we're not going to do anything with it. It doesn't. It lets you look at it. That's all it does. Do you know that song, by the way, the grandfather clock song? It's a silly song. But it's used for people that, like sometimes when people do beginning guitar lessons, things like that, they're first learning a musical instrument, you'll sometimes have that song to teach them. It's called My Grandfather's Clock. I don't know if it's strictly American. That's why I was asking. I'm not sure if you've got that in Australia or not. My grandfather's clock was too large for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was larger by far than the old man himself, though it weighed not a pennyweight more. It was built on the morn of the day that he was born. It was always his treasure and pride. But it stopped short, never to run again, when the old man died. Yep. Like I said, pretty silly. I don't know if this is a neat thing to do. It doesn't really seem to do much except for the animation. Which is fine, it's cool, but not really gonna... No. I thought maybe I have something in my inventory that I'm supposed to interact with this with as well, like once it starts going or something, but I don't think so. I think first of all, once you start the animation, I don't think you can interact till the animation finishes. But secondly, even if that was possible to interact once the animation began, you still have to have an item that looks like it'll work, and I don't think any of these things really look like they'll work with that. Yeah, I never felt like I wanted to get where I, tried to have some kind of musical career or something. So I never worried about trying to do stuff super professionally. But music has always been in my family. I'm super rusty now, so I don't know that I would say I play it anymore because I'm not that great at it. But at one point, at least, I played saxophone, clarinet, some percussion, guitar, and piano, and I sang. So I'm not saying I was good at all those, but I played at least some of all those different instruments, and then I sang as well. It was just kind of like I said, a thing in my family where we would emphasize how useful... I can't grab these, right? Singing and music were. On road trips, we'd do like one of those super old school family things where you'd have like the family sit around, like on a television show, you'd have the family sit around in a barn or something, and they'd all start singing harmony and stuff. We'd do that on road trips in the car. We'd just start singing. What is that? I swear something's going on outside. Yeah, napkins are flammable, but I can't grab them, so I can't really do anything with those. I don't know. I can't remember if we opened this drawer or not. I think it's stuck, right? Yeah. Yeah. Serviettes. Yeah, this was a fancy place when it was still regularly in use. It's just kind of now been in disuse for so long. I can't remember. I think below was nothing especially useful, right? Yeah. That doesn't open up, and then that's just, there's gross in their fridge, basically. Okay, so I've got. Now let me go down there, and then maybe I can think better when I'm looking at stuff. You know what? I don't know. I don't know that they do. There might be clues on these. Let's see. Cooks conducted tours. Cook and Son, Ludgate Circus. No, nothing there. Parade of Stars, each and every night, Paul Clement Trio. Come join the fun, Old Town Hall. No. Wait, what does this on top say? Can't really read this very well. It's not giving me an option to zoom in, so I'm not sure what the writing says. The only returns by rounds from the Jeffrey Sharkey battle will be received by special wire this evening at the St. James Hotel. Arrangements having been made with the Postal Telegraph Company. No authentic returns, blah, 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 blah. And then we already looked at that. I don't know. There's also some stuff here on the wall that I didn't really look at exactly. Corbett Courtney fight. 6 rounds. Other scenes. You don't do anything with this. Nothing with the wood. Is that same? Okay, just a wider area of the examination. This is just this drain cover. Yeah, I think I need something bigger, probably like maybe an actual tool or something to pry this. And then I also need something to let me rotate that. maybe a pipe wrench or something, but in that case, I'm going to have to find a pipe wrench somewhere. That's the same as that. I don't know. I think it might be some wind. I think it's creepy sound to creep you out, I think is what that is, Fofox. Could be an opening, though, yeah. Could be. There's this, which kind of shows the way to outside, so I feel like that might be the opening. There might be another one somewhere. I haven't really seen... Well, I haven't really examined the walls much, in fairness. So, to be fair, that's not really a statement I can make without taking that into account. But, not really seeing a place on the wall to interact. There might be one, though. I might have missed. Not that I'm seeing currently, but maybe I'm missing something. It could be a noise from the furnace, although the furnace doesn't seem to be running currently, but maybe there's no fire or anything in it, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Yeah, so I need like a pipe wrench or something along those lines. There are only a couple of bathrooms, and I don't know where else they would be, except under a sink. There is the kitchen here too, but I can't really get under the sink in the kitchen. It won't let me. Let's see. Don't think so, but I might have missed a wrench or something here. Evidently, bathroom uses a kind of a dark room, yeah. It's another mop. I guess that downstairs probably was a mop, not a broom, actually. I'm not seeing one in here. I don't know. You've been right, though, sometimes. You'll say, hey, what about? And I'm thinking, nah, and then it turns out you're right. So I wouldn't recommend that you stop trying to trying to read a lot of stuff into things. Nothing in the sink I can do, though. Turn those, but the wire's not running otherwise. Excuse me, that doesn't do anything. So we have no more down here. So upstairs there'll be a bathroom. Over here, this is the one that's kind of not really working currently. I don't remember getting anything in here or being able to try to get anything in here even. Though. Just one more time, but I'm pretty sure there was no wrench or anything in here. A hairbrush is the closest thing so far. No. And I can't interact with this stand at all. I don't know what the purpose of this is, but can't draw the curtains. Yeah, I don't know what's. So I think nothing in here at present. And then upstairs there's the only partially built bathroom. Yep. Which would have been this one. Just a pile of little bricks. What was... Oh, is that just a closed fist? Is that what it's flashing to? Yeah, I think it's just a closed fist. All right, well, not that. And the only tools that I remember seeing in this room next door. So you have a trowel and some sand, probably grout or something similar, and so on. But there are no tools in here. And in this room, the only two tools I really remember are there's the burner stove, which I need fuel for to get started. So that's probably not a thing. And there was the saw. I mean, it will be a thing later, but right now it's not, I should say, right? And there's the saw, but you can't actually take the saw. Even if you could, it's probably not a saw I want. Right? I probably want like a crowbar or something. For getting into one of the places that I wasn't able to. And then for down there, I still need something like oil. Maybe not oil, but something like that for the stove. Or for the furnace, I mean. And yeah, I don't know. 2 days ago, I was talking with my brother on the phone, but I've not today. Or anything been on the phone now. So you can't do anything with that. Or this, right? Yeah. None of those. Neither of those. Which is fine. Power's out generally anyway, I think, if I remember right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, it's 11. I could try. I was on the phone at 9. I could try calling. I don't know if I want to call. What's his name again, though? Maybe I try calling the woman. Starts with a B, I think. Her name. Anyway, I don't remember what her name is exactly. I could try talking to her again. Barbara, yeah. I thought I already talked to her after it got to 11, but maybe I'd do these other things first.
Hello? Hey, it's me, Bobby, dear. I need to ask you a favor.
Of course, boss.
If Mr. De La Poor calls again, just tell him I'm doing fine, and I'll try getting back to him as soon as I can. Don't give him this phone number.
Understood.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Good luck.
There's that, and then Jerry. Is it?
Hello?
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
I found a safe box in a room upstairs. Would you happen to know the combination?
I think I should. Let me see. I did take note of the combination once, but I don't have it here right now. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Okay?
Great. Thanks.
So, no combination until the next day. Or if I happen to find it. Okay. And then what was the other option?
Hello?
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
Do you know anything about the previous inhabitants of this house?
Not much. Just there were some strange individuals. There's also the murder.
You're kidding me. A murder?
An old-fashioned murder. You'd probably love the details, but sadly I don't know very much. It's old history, really. Although it caused quite a stir there in Rothbury. It seems the owner, James Blackwood, I think, went mad and killed his wife. I do remember the date, though. May 1963.
James Blackwood, according to the stuff I've been reading.
So you're already turning the place upside down? I should have thought so.
There's enough material for a whole series of stories here, you know.
After you finish your book, my friend.
Yeah, but it can never hurt poking around a little.
Would you just get back to work? Call me if you need anything.
All right. Goodbye.
Okay. So, that may be the date we want. May 1963. We had the newspapers and he said he needed a specific date. So maybe there's something in there now. I think it was the attic. I looked for the date that Jerry told me and found an interesting article. Terrible news shocks the community of Rothbury. Mr. James Blackwood, distinguished resident of this town and widely acknowledged construction engineer, was accused of murder yesterday by Miss Eva Mariani, maid of the Blackwood family. While the nature of the situation is of the most unusual, given that Mr. Blackwood is a highly respected gentleman, Miss Mariani, an Italian immigrant and aspiring photographer, affirms to having a photograph that supports this accusation. I knew no one would ever believe me, so I took a picture of him, she says. I was supposed to be in town during the afternoon, but I didn't have the need to... I didn't have any errands to do, so I was in my room and saw this shadow out in the garden. When I glanced through the window, I just couldn't believe my eyes. The lady, oh, The sole thought of it sends shivers down my spine. The photograph in question is in possession of the authorities, and it has been revealed that it clearly shows Mr. Blackwood burying a shape in his garden. We can almost confirm that the shape is a body, says Police Chief William Bailey, but even if the image is not clear, this alone with Ms. Mariani's statement is enough to open a serious case against Mr. Blackwood. Police officers are already heading to the Blackwood Manor as we speak. Up until this accusation, it was believed that Mrs. Catherine Blackwood was on a trip. According to the information we received from the school where she teaches, the police chief continues, a notice was sent to the teachers' department which stated that Miss Blackwood had to leave on a sudden trip and that she would make use of her license to do so. Miss Mariani's accusation puts Mr. Blackwood in a very compromising situation. Even if we can't find anything in the garden, he has a lot of explaining to do. Herr Blackwood, yeah. The efforts of Dr. Christopher Milton, one of Rothbury's most respected doctors and longtime friend of the Blackwood family, to minimize the facts that have been unsuccessful, and the news is the subject of discussion throughout the whole town. That's not a complete sentence. What? I'm assuming he was trying to minimize the facts. Anyway, hundreds of rumors are crossing the land. Theories range from plausible and well-conceived to wild and crackpot ideas. But the question that keeps lingering in everybody's mind, for which the answer has yet to be found, is, why would a wealthy and educated man cold-heartedly murder his wife after 30 years of marriage? Okay, am I supposed to... Oh, just back out? Is there anything else to do with this? Probably not. Doesn't look like anything wants to interact even with it. If I took the knife? Yeah, no. So I don't think we interact. I think we just read it. That's the same. So that's, I guess, the only one we're going to be reading of the different papers. Alright. So there you go. It was cold-blooded murder. I'm guessing that's why the furnace looks evil. He probably shoved her body in there and burned her corpse so there was less evidence. Das Theater. There's a body in the garden. Well, yeah, but is it still there if the police found it? Probably not, right? I don't know. All right, well, let's save it here. I think we're going to call it for tonight. Quit. Yep. Yeah, so I'll show you here. The first name, Programming and Game Design, Agustin Cordes. And then there are others as well. So, yep, and that's the guy he's heading. I think he's like, I don't know if he's CEO, what exactly his position is, but he's basically in charge of Senscape. So, yeah, until next time. Well, I stream every Friday at this same time. So, basically go back 2.5 hours from now is when I start. I stream every Friday and then every Saturday at the same time. And then Sundays, I stream in the afternoon for what's afternoon for me. It might be really late for you. I'm not sure, though. It will end up being about 15 hours from now. Just under 15, about 14.5 hours from now is when I would start. And then that goes for a couple of hours tomorrow as well. So any of those times you feel like stopping by, it'd be great to see you again. And Morgan Forsetson. Yep. For sure. All right. Well, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of your support and your attendance. It's been fun. And I will stream the usual time tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do more Yomawari. Because I started that on Halloween, but really didn't get that far. So we'll do that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Or next time. Peace.